why did I put it here in this space? I need to put this down and put this down and then move. Am I even a stupid girl? I don't think so. Not really that stupid though. Just not really. Okay, then here I am. Dumb bunny, huh? That's not okay. A dumb bunny. Well, I see it pretty thick, huh? Well, before we are gonna read this Junie B. Jones, we are gonna meet our new one. Matcha has been exist out of a game. Ta-da! Actually, this is a dinosaur though. I know it's a dinosaur, but it's got a color exactly like Matcha. And Matcha sometimes got this teeth. Because she eats meats too much, then her teeth need to be sharp like that. What's an omnivore? Is she even an omnivore? Well, this is kind of like hats, I think. Or today her class is about a hat party or something. Well, anyway, it do look really adorable in a strawberry squish. So smooth. It's okay, but I still want to introduce you another one. The best homemade squishy. This is soft and really cool. Look at it. It even, when it puffs out, it even slower than the others. Look. This one already puffed out, but this one don't. Okay, let's try again. Oh well. Let's get those. And let's go and read this. Monday, dear first grade journal. Dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny. I'm not allowed to say dumb bunny on account of my teacher heard me call May that name on the playground. And he said me to knock it off. Only here's something. I just fought it off. Even I can't say dumb bunny out loud. I can still think it inside my head. Of course it is. No one heard it. Okay, I don't want this anymore. It's too annoying. Okay, much more comfy. And now my hairband turned to a poo. A poo. So cool, right? A poo. Ugh. Which is what I like about heads. I'm going to try it out right now. I put down my pencil and look at May. Then I squint my eyes real teensy and I thought that name to myself. Dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny. May looked suspicious at me. What you doing, Junie Jones? Why are you squinting at that? Like that? She asked. Stop it right now. Stop it squinting. I paused my squint. I'm not just squinting at you, May. I'm also thinking a name about you inside my head. But you don't even know what name I'm thinking because heads are silent. Which is I like about heads, I said. May frowned. I started to squint again. Dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, dumb bunny, I thought. After that, I brushed my hands together very satisfied. There, I ought to hold me for a while, I said. May keep on frowning. Then blam! She exploded out of her chair and she zoomed to the front of her room. Mr. Scary, Mr. Scary, Junie B called me that name again. I know she did. Only she thought it inside her head, that it just plain sneaky. Mr. Scary was writing at his desk. He closed his eyes and took a big breath. May, what are our 3 new rules about tattling? He asked. You and I came up with 3 new rules to control your tattling, remember? Can you tell me what they are, please? May stood there for a real long time. She did not like the 3 new rules, I believe. Finally, she started to say them. Rule number 1, count to 20 before I tattle. She grumbled. Mr. Scary nodded. Yes, May, excellent. That's the first rule. Go on. Rule number 2, said May. If I still feel like tattling, count to 20 again. Mr. Scary did a thumbs up. Yes, good. Hence the rule number 3. May sucked in her cheeks. Rule number 3, if I still feel like tattling after that, go home, eat dinner, go to bed, wake up, eat breakfast, come back to school, raise my hand to tattle, and I put my hand over my mouth, and please be quiet, she said. That's so funny. I don't even believe that's a rule, though. That's so weird. Mr. Scary clapped his happy hands. Perfect, you got it. Those are exactly the rules we're talking about, aren't they? He said. I'm very proud of you for remembering them. He stood up and walked her back to her chair. You have a great memory for rules, May, he said. But next step is to actually follow the rules, okay? And I don't believe you count to 20 this time, did you? I leaned over and tapped on him. I can't vouch for that, I said. There was definitely no counting. Mr. Scary frowned at me. I'll deal with you in a minute, Miss Jones, he said. You and I are going to review the rules on name calling. I did a gulp. But I didn't even call her a name, Mr. Scary. All I did was think of a name in my head, I said. May flashed her angry eyes. No, you did not just think it, Junie Jones. You told me you were thinking it, and that is exactly like saying it. Almost. Saying is speak it out loud, but thinking is thinking it out in your head. Not speaking it out. Not almost or everything. Thinking and talking are literally different. Of course it is. She went on. Plus, you didn't think it quietly. You thought it so loud that I could hear it in your brain. What? That never happened. Like this. I'm gonna thought of it. Did you hear me? Of course, I'm silent. I am thinking it really loud this time. Okay, did you hear it? Of course you didn't. May was lying, I know. May looked up at Mr. Scary. Okay, let me tell you what I'm thinking. Strawberries is good. Mostly strawberry jam would be better. My ears were tested last year in kindergarten, she said. The nurse said I can hear as good as North American barn owl. Mr. Scary stared at her for a real long time. No, May, no. I'm sorry, he said finally, but the nurse did not tell you that. You did not hear well as a North American barn owl. She lied. Stop bragging about yourself, May. No, May, no, I'm sorry, he said finally, but the nurse did not tell you that. Oh, I husband read that. May squirm in her chair a little bit. Squirming is what happened after fibbing. Fibbing? What's this fibbing? That's pretty weird. At least she has always been my experiments. After a minute, May put her head on the desk, and she covered it up with her sweater. Mr. Scary bent down next to me. And as for you, Miss Jones, this is the absolute last time I ever want to talk to you about name calling, he said. I don't want you to say dumb bunny or think dumb bunny or sing dumb bunny, or hum dumb bunny, or write dumb bunny. Do you understand? I tapped my fingers on my desk. But then what am I supposed to do when May is mean to me? I asked him. I have to call her something or else she won't even know I'm mad. I thought for a second, then I clapped my hands together. Okay, you do this. I'm mad at you, May. Stop madding at me and then I stop madding at you, okay? So we can be friends, okay? Kind of like that. That always works. Even a friend that I doesn't know waited her sister just at the same room as my brothers. We do make friends together really easily. Just like asking together, don't like asking all the things like where's my house lives? What's your real name? What's everything about you? Tell me all your secrets. No. A friend would not be like that. She's not gonna tracing me to or watching me or something. It's not really creepy if she does that. Well, we're just friends. Of course. Hey, I know. Maybe I could just think the dumb part of my head and just call her plain Bunny. I said, whether just plain Bunny would be okay with you? May pop up from under her sweater. No, she grouched. Just plain Bunny isn't nice either. Hey, you hate the bunnies? That mean you hate June and Junie? We're all the bunnies. We're not ready to be a rabbit yet because we're still an age just like me. And of course, it doesn't. And we're still a bunny. And of course, we're looking really adorable. Why do you hate them? My friend named Sheldon stood up. Bunny isn't nice? How come Bunny isn't nice? He asked. I have an aunt named Bunny, and she's very, very nice. Sheldon looked at Mr. Scary. My aunt Bunny's married to my Uncle Vern, he said. Aunt Bunny has lots of... Mr. Scary quick held up his hand. Yes, Sheldon, we know. You told us many interesting things about your Aunt Bunny. But right now we don't need to hear any more about Aunt Bunny's skull tattoos, said Sheldon. Please sit down, said Mr. Scary. Across the room, Lucille sprang right up. Well, I love bunnies. Okay. Well, instead I love these cute little furry kittens, isn't it? Or I just love everything that is soft. Everything that is soft. Of course. Okay, she said, and since the subject is for perfect timing for me, because I'm having a big party at my giant house on Saturday, and all you are invited to come. She bounced up and down real excited. And guess what else? A very famous bunny is going to where to meet you. Guess who it is, buddy? Guess what bunny? Guess what bunny? I said. Room 1 thought real hard. And all of us started to guess at once. Bugs Bunny, Buster Bunny, the Bionic Bunny, Thumper, we guessed. Easter Bunny. Of course it is the Easter Bunny. I already know it because of this picture. A basket, a bunny. So it must be the Easter Bunny. It's too easy for me, isn't it? Lucille rolled her eyes. No, she said. My bunny's way more famous than those dumb cartoon guys. We guess some more. A Trix Rabbit? A Velveteen Rabbit? Peter Rabbit? Oh, Peter Rabbit, I remember her. It's a story that I read to you, isn't it? Lucille stamped her foot. No, she said again. What's wrong with you people? It's Easter Bunny. Have you ever heard of an Easter Bunny? She reached into her desk and pulled out some fancy envelopes, but she waved them around real angry. Do you see these invitation? Huh? Do you? She asked. These are my invitation to an Easter egg hunt at my rich, expensive house. And I was going to pass them out at lunch. If you dumb clocks never even heard of an Easter bunny, just never mind the whole thing. After that, she did a huffy, and she flounced back in her chair. Mr. Scary hurried over there, and he quick got her up, and he took her by the hand and he walked her into the hall. We're gone a real long time. When finally she came back, Lucille said she's sorry for calling us dumb clocks. What is some kind of insult, apparently. Then she took the envelope out of her desk again, and she gave everyone an invitation. So yippee, yippee! Hooray, hooray! Room 1 is going to a party. Okay, Lucille is still mad at lunch. I just don't get it, she grouched. How could everyone forget the Easter Bunny? The Easter Bunny brings candy right to your door. Are you crazy? The Easter Bunny always hides up the chocolate eggs for us to find. Do you even forget that? I think she'd forget that. And so am I. I don't really like the Easter Bunny very much. It's creepy. And it creeps me. Okay. Leanie did a frown at her. He doesn't bring candy to my door, Lucille. But he said, the Easter Bunny is a different religion than me. I'm Jewish. Shirley nodded. I'm Jewish too, Lucille, he said. I've never been to an Easter egg hunt before. Why do you wear something like that anyway? Lucille stood up and fluffed herself. Well, since the Easter Bunny and I were the same religion, I'm going to wear a fancy Easter dress, Shirley, she said. Shirley thought for a minute, then he nodded. Then I guess I wear a fancy Jewish dress, she said. Leanie's eye light up. Real, Shirley? You mean we'll have our own clothing line? He asked. He smiled. And I think I'll wear some fancy Jewish pants, he said. My friend named Herbert tapped on his chin. Let's see, St. and Presbyterian? I guess I should wear Presbyterian pants, he said. He turned to look at me. Presbyterian means we iron out our wrinkles, I think, he said. His friend Sheldon slapped the table with his hand. Hey, I know, I wear a fancy turban. A fancy turban is religion clothes, right? He said. He asked. I love fancy turbans. Mr. Scary was listening to us while he ate. He quick put down his sandwich. Boys and girls, we're getting way off the track here, he said. Lucille Easter egg hunt is not a religious party, really. I have spoken to her mother about it, and more of a spring picnic with an egg hunt activity. Am I right, Lucille? Ooh, that's more natural. And I love it. I love the Mother Nature, but I doesn't know why you and all your family and all the people on earth are ruining it. I hate it when everyone trying to ruin the beautifulest things that the earth taken for us. Yes, she said. My mother said that the Easter Bunny isn't even working that day. He's just going to hop around the party and smile and have his picture taken with people. I thought about that for a second. I don't think bunnies should smile. I said, Bunny have yellow teeth, like clown teeth. Instead, bunny teeth are way pointier. No, they're not. Sheldon nodded. My Aunt Bunny has a pointy tooth, he said. She can stab a pickle with it, and the pickle just stay there. The all of us stared at him. Sheldon has an interestingest family I ever heard of. Lucilla did a big breath. Well, I don't care about pointy bunny teeth, she said. Bunny have cute floppy ears and puffy fluffy tails and itchy twitchy little noses. You can just call that floppy ears, a fluffy tail, and a little nose. That more shortcut benefit. I kept on picturing their teeth. Bunny teeth can nibble your head into a nub, I said. No. A bunny too small to nibble my head. How? And I don't even get a bunny pet, I hear. I would choose it if I got a little kitty cat. And of course, a kitty cat cannot even hurt me. Just sometimes it make a hurt pain artwork. Kind of like a scratch, isn't it? Oh yes, we can, silly. Whatever your last name is, I said. I saw it on Oprah. Mr. Scary glared at me. I ducked down in my seat and I quieted my voice. Oprah has a lot of nub information, I said very soft. Mr. Scary glared again. I start to squirm. Teachers can spot a fib in a mile away. What? At recess, Lucille told us more about the party. She said that we are going to be lots of delicious food to eat. Plus also, there's going to be an exciting prize for Easter egg winner. And wait till you hear this, she said. My dad is going to hide a real pretend golden egg. And whoever finds the golden egg will win the grand prize of the day. And that fabulous playdate with me, Lucille. No thanks. If you got some boba here, boba tea, got matcha flavor, I would go for that, but I don't really need the golden one. Because I'm too old for a play date with you, Lucille. That would be pretty boring for me, though. Well, sleeping is my most favorite activity, and my most hobby is my drawing. So you can choose for me. Playdate can be getting some sleepovers or getting some artsy thingies. I would love to do that. She turned around and hugged herself. And not just any old fabulous playdate with me either, she said. The winner's going to get to the swimming pool in my heated indoor swimming pool that we had enclosed. Ooh. I love to swim. She did a little shiver and rubbed her arms. Isn't that exciting, everyone? She asked. Doesn't that give you the tingles? She looked around. Well, does it? Huh? Does it make you all tingle all over? She asked. Our children looked curious at each other. Herbert rocked back and forth on his feet a minute. I think you mean tingles, he said at last. Jose nodded. See, Lucille, you definitely mean tingles, he asked. Tingles. Tingles or tingles? Ugh. Lucille squinted at those two. Tingles, tinkles, whatever. The point is, the play that gives gives you goosebumps on your arms, she said. Just look at your arms, people. Don't you see them? Don't you see the goosebumps? No? All of us look on at our arms. None of us saw the goosebumps. We wait and wait, real patient. And finally, goosebumps! Shout Sheldon. See goosebump, Lucille? He ran to her and pointed. Look, Lucille, see them? See my goosebumps? He asked. Lucille's face being very happy. Ooh, Sheldon. Those are the goosebumpiest goosebump I ever saw. And thank you, Chelsea. Thank you for those goosebumps. Why do you need goosebumps? Weird, she said. After that, she gave him a big hug and she waved her fingers at us. Well, ta-da, everyone, she said. It's time for me to go look at myself in the cafeteria window. When she shook her shiny hair and she skipped away. Sheldon kept on standing here. He was shocked from the hug, I think. When all of a sudden, his whole face lighted up. He began to shout, "Lucille, wait up! I looked myself at the cafeteria window too," he shouted. He took off skipping at her. I smiled to see that. I think Sheldon has a crunch on Lucille, I said to my friend Herbert. Herbert looked funny at me. "You mean crush, Junie B." "Of course it is. That's the word crush, not crunch. Like crunchy on the cookies. It was crush. Crush! I know like that." "Oh, Lucille," he said. I started to laugh. "Don't be ridiculous, Herbert. And definitely crunch," I said. "I am excellent at expressions." "What do you mean?" "That's wrong. It's crush." Herb looked funny at me again. I did not know why. After a minute, Sheldon and Lucille skipped past us. We're smiling and giggling and chasing each other. Sheldon was calling to her. "Come back there, you springy little lamb," he called. I slapped my knee. "Springy little lamb. Huh, he called her springy little lamb. It's a hoot," I said. May heard me talking. "It's not funny, Junie Jones. Can't you see what he's doing?" She said. Sheldon trying to get good with Lucille so she'll tell him where the golden egg is headed. He's just trying to win the playdate to swim in her pool. She followed him with her eyes. He's not going to get away with it, though," she said. After that, she cupped her hands around her mouth and she shouted after him. I know like this. With me. Get. Ah! I don't really want to shout in front of you. "You can just forget about it, Sheldon Potts. I'm going to be one who finds the golden egg, not you. I have eyes like a red-tailed hawk." "No, you don't. Just called a hawk. A baby hawk. Or a toddler hawk. A baby and a toddler, pretty same a little." I look kind of creepy with that smile like this. Ugh. I look at her very curious. May have a lot of parts, I believe. Also, she is a cuckoo. And that is not name calling. That is just the truth. Okay, I'm really scared that we're going to lose, but this is only the chapter 3. Are you even believe this? I'm so sorry, but we have to be end because it's nearly 13 minutes, and that's the longest one my dad would call. So, I'm sorry. Goodbye.